Se foi ele, então vai ficar pé, né?
Eu falei que eu não gostei, não.
Não?
Seis quanto, né?
É 6. Eu mandei comprar.
I think something that I'm not sure will come across in the stream is new animation, ambient of the players as they come out to the pitch. It's very similar right now in this demo, I think, to 2019. But hopefully they'll see a really nice visual look, working on all the lighting and making the game look more realistic. So this is summer night, and you can see that it's still, summertime, daytime, and
It's not fully night.
exactly.
Será?
There it is.
Eu joguei 6.
Yeah. So you'll see some of it. Yeah, you'll see some little, I think, unique differences right now in these moments, for sure.
O que você quer? Tá com
The
fome?
players coming out, you see the
Nega, tá com fome?
different fit of the kit as well.
I see the stadium was a little bit changed.
Yeah, we've actually been updating it with Barca to make it much more accurate. It's the external parts as well. We've worked really hard with them on updating the external of the stadium itself. Also, the tunnel's been updated as well.
I see also this part also with the formation is also changed.
Yeah, well, it's got a different look, visual look. It's much nicer now. It's more transparency, bolder font, rather than trying to make it into its own compartment. I think it's more modern design. That's the new ball as well.
Nice. We have a new ball.
Yeah,
Version.
so we'll play it.
And of course, as you can see right now, different camera.
Exactly. I'm happy that we got here. So
There we go.
one thing that I want to say to a lot of people right now as they are watching this is this is a
Eu gosto de. Até falei pra mim mesmo.
Sapatilha de onde? Sapatilha de onde?
Não esquece das crianças, não. Sabia que eu te esqueci das crianças?
Como assim?
Porque ela comendo leite de pó. Ela disse que foi ao lado e falei, gente, as crianças!
Timing.
yeah.
I just went straight for the kick. I should hold a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that you do feel is the differences in how strong they are as well. So you'll see, Messi is very small dribbler, but if you've got a big defender like I've got Vieira at the back, he might not be able to match him for pace, but he'll be able to stick with him based on his strength. That's nice interceptions. And you'll see lots of new animations in this build as well. But we talk about the right stick control, and this is me just using the right stick, and this is really trying to base up, and you can really, it's like the R2, but the key thing is that it's much more responsive in design and much more fluid in animation. It's not where it is as we intend to actually make it, but it's going to be a really important feature for players, especially when they get into this position with players like Iniesta. That was naughty.
That was no foul at all. Come on, ref.
Oh, that's positive.
Who you were trying to do it?
Yeah. You just relax then. Can I go through from here? Do a bit of
Why
a
not?
Beckham.
Beckham.
Let's see, please.
Try to control the goalie. No.
No, just let me score. No, too much. But we've really worked on the animation and the flow. So when you see players, how they interact with the ball, how they actually kick it, there was a lot of feedback about shooting and being free, and you'll notice as well in the build that the way the players kick the ball is in the previous games you would have a situation where they would strike the ball in a certain way where it wouldn't match the actual spin on the ball, but we've really worked on the way the players kick the ball and the ball moves in that way, so you'll start to see less animation where it looks strange. But I think one thing that's really cool in this camera is being able to see the stadium as well. So you can see your your actual players on the pitch, and you can see the actual beauty of the stadium, and you can see the differences. So when you start playing in different stadiums, nice, you can see the differences, and you'll feel like you're playing somewhere else. What a ball!
No.
Unlucky. It's nice how you broke away. Something that I was explaining to somebody before as well is the actual having this new camera obviously allows you to see more of the pitch. And one of the things that the team wanted to let us know was the way that they worked on managing the pitch, the way they worked on managing the positions across the pitch. And that was really important because everyone sticks together in their formation, and rather than being spread out like you saw in 19, things got stretched a lot. So I think that was really important as well.
I like how they depends on the player that has the ball, which player has the ball, the reaction of the other players. They know exactly who can give it a good pass and who can right will dribble. Nice pass. Finish. Oh, he's a lefty guy.
Save. But hopefully everyone saw that save. That was insane.
Hopefully.
That was ridiculous. Oliver Kahn. Maradona. Diego.
Oh.
Diego.
I'm gonna foul him. I have to foul him, man.
Oh.
Sorry, man. I cannot let you score first. This is the first live stream, man.
So me and Robbie are super focused, guys. So if you saw something else for a period while we were talking,
Yeah,
we do apologize.
We were so into the gameplay anyway.
Yeah, Brian was talking about coming and helping us. I'm just wondering if you're available, mate.
But for sure, I think they're watching now the gameplay.
Yeah.
You guys missed a good first half so far.
Okay, Bex, come on. Don't let me down. Come on, DB.
Come on, keeper. You can do it by yourself.
Oh,
he deflects.
One thing that we're working on is the animation motion flow. So it's kind of the linking between the motion, and right now we're still working on it. It's really important for the finesse dribble, or for the right stick control. It's really important. But one thing that we want to see is the fluidity of the animation, where there's less what you call dead state, if you know what I mean.
What a pass!
Hopefully he's onside. Oh. Step over and
I had to
go.
go strong with you in that one. Man, you had so much talent in that team.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to have to go bang.
coming back.
I was about to
coming
go
back.
bang with Batty. Yeah, just off. I'll give you
You
that.
were so ready to.
But I mean, one thing that I really like is really the sort of the pace of the game. And those kind of touches which kind of get away from the player, the stability of the player there fighting. It's nice. I mean, you can see that pass now much more easy, then you try one again. Oh, no, too far away.
But again, it's all about the timing. Before
Yeah.
we used to have just the pass, more about the power.
Exactly, but you see the style of the game is about varying up and using the pitch. So there's a few times when I play as Milan and I'm playing 4-3-1-2. And what tends to happen is that as I come out from my right back or left back, there's no one to actually play the pass to, so I have to come back and pass it back to my centre backs and build again. Nice. Ollie.
Save it. No.
Thank goodness.
I like how the
Can't
shooting,
save me so much.
sometimes you can, with double tapping the square, it's working better than previous years, I think. At least for me, it's working even better.
Yeah, exactly. Go on, Khan, give it some. You know, and I really love, it's something that you'll see a little bit here, but more and more that we're working on is the animation. On those shooting animations is really important. Oh, we're on the screen now. But you look. Yes. Okay, so it's half time.
Maybe a half
How
time.
do you feel? Oliver can't save me. That save.
Should we let find it quick? And it has to be, I'm sure. I think it's part of the highlights. It has
Yeah, it's gotta be a highlight.
Because I don't think we were, I don't think it was on the screen when it happened. So Let me just try to see if he's there. Hopefully it is, because it was a double save, so sometimes it...
Yeah, you might be able to spot some new features. This is my free kicker text. So with the free kicks, we have changed it a little bit. So it's not the same as it was in 19 with the power. So you do have to remaster it a little bit, if you know what I mean. It's not...
Here's a double save. Here we go, you're gonna see it.
Oh! Oliver Kahn.
That was the game.
That was Robbie being dirty.
I was trying to stop you from scoring a corner.
Yeah, just the top. I think Sagan was across. I think, yeah.
He was gonna go. Well,
I think he's alright. We see the animation is so nice there with the goalkeepers.
That was my last shot with it. That was square there. Come, man. Your man saving you right there.
Thank you.
Let's do it, man.
Okay, second
People want
half.
some goals. People want to see some goals. Any game plan?
Let's go straight into it. We've got superstars here. So I'll try and work with the right stick a little bit more as well. You as well, Robbie.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
The key thing that I want to say about the right stick is, that's the double touch which used to be in the game, and it's a little bit more fluid now. But the idea with the right stick is that everything is not that. It's just instant. It's like, well, take it away, and we're working on the responsiveness even more. But it really adds to the ability with the player.
Hey.
No.
Oh! For his left. Oh, there we go.
We went straight into you.
Get out of here now.
I think what I was trying to show there is the intricacies that you can do with the right stick. You can move away from people like that very, very nicely with the right stick. And when you are with someone super special like Messi, you can really do some damage. Oh! Yeah. Totti. Come on, Totti. That's all. See that? Really, obviously, we've worked on that as well. He is obviously more of a right-footed player, and in that instance, in the past, maybe you wouldn't get that kind of animation. It's not really fully developed right now in the game, but that's something that we're going to have super strong come launch, or I'm sure people, when they finally get to know when the demo is out and when they actually play it, they'll be able to see that themselves.
In terms of the demo, we're gonna announce that on the PES World Finals, correct?
Correct, yeah. So that's something, we got quite a few announcements actually, because we had so many things to announce. Well, that nice animation. So many announcements here at E3.
Oh!
Nice Totti.
No!
More save. Keepers are saving us. See the structure of the defense here as well, that everyone's pushed up a lot. Who's that? Parky? Oh, there you haven't got a pass on. I've got to come back inside. Ronaldinho's occupied. Iniesta's making a run. Nice pass outside of the foot. Touch. Referee. Nice. Bang. Please let me. Bang. Oh, he did it! That was beautiful. I was just like, that just like the old days. Adriano Barcelona, just get on the right foot, left foot, boom.
You need just to find that right
Rocket.
spot, like the space. You needed the right moment to do it.
Do you know one thing that you felt there as well? Is not being able to hurt me. Batshuayi on the ball, okay, so he's not the fastest, but he's got that power and strength to hold people off. You see the nice little touches there and there. He's holding people off. Vidal's coming in. Get off me. Touch away. Bang. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you see it right there when Vidal was he had him, but then Mati just moved his arm.
And you'll start to really appreciate these kind of abilities and strengths.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah, and then
found those 3 seconds that you needed.
That's it. You just want to get that. It's like a special move in a fighting game. Sometimes with that, if you get the perfect opportunity, you want to take it and just hit it as hard as you can. And especially with a player like Batshuayi with such a strong shot power.
Back somehow in this game.
It's hard talking and playing, isn't it?
It is. But it's nice. We're trying to show you guys some of these movements.
Yeah.
Some of these changes that we have here.
Exactly. So with the R2. We've got things like that. When you press the R2 now, it's like a give and go. Well, letting it go.
It used to be L1. I mean R1. So
yeah, that's right. They have changed it. And now, when you press the R2, you can do the shimmies like the step overs and the shimmies as well while you're holding R2 now. So they have reworked the control system, and it's something that they're still tweaking as well. Because obviously a lot of people will have a lot of feedback, especially after the demo, about what we should do. I'm hoping people can really feel the pace of the game. I don't know obviously how this output is, but they can see the weight of the ball, the spin of the ball, which is something that we've been speaking about as well, which is very important.
Look at that.
Yeah, Diego, obviously if he's got some heavy player or stronger player like Rakitic was there, so the way that players started to run then as well when certain players got the ball, that's the new Inspire stat. So you'll see with sorry, that was brilliant. But you'll see when you have certain players, everyone will start to run, and they'll make a run for you. Especially when you're a skilled player. If you're a good dribbler, people will take people away, which we showed in the announcement trailer. I think that was really nice.
Yeah, it was.
By the way, people asking me on social media about Messi. We 3D scanned him. His latest 3D scan's not in the game right now, and we're hoping to get it in for launch. So if people are wondering if it's improved look on last year, but maybe kind of similar, please don't worry, we have 3D scanned him now. So hopefully that data will be going in before launch.
Yeah, and pretty soon after this game, we're gonna go in our phones quick and check a couple of messages, because we were promising to check all your tweets and messages and questions for Adam. So we're gonna take a look at that. I know the whole delay kind of get us off track on the whole program, but we're gonna get back to that and answer some of your questions.
Oh, punched it. Ter Stegen.
Need a new counter. Counter attack here. Come on, build something.
What a ball! See that? That's brilliant. Seeing this kind of football.
There we go. Get it. Oh, Messi's tired, man. Rakitic had to cover that spot.
Oh no, wrist it there.
Leo!
Oliver Kahn is my boy. Wrong, nuts.
I like how you can change the pace too,
Exactly.
Quick pass and then.
You can see the responsiveness in terms of me actually going around in circles here. There's not really an irregular animation. Everyone's taking a touch of the ball. The ball is moving based on an inside or an outside step. And then you see the inertia being shifted from the player, and he's not going to go back there straight away. But you have that confidence. You have that confidence in the possession. Obviously, I'm a Legends team, so everybody's kind of good. But you can see the actual quality.
Oh no, you found the spot, don't let him.
Oh, that was it. Kind of run out of ideas there, went down a route. Fantastic. Okay, let's take some questions and we'll play one more game.
Let's get some questions.
More games.
More games. Let's see. Let's get to Twitter right now. I know we posted a picture earlier of official PES, so we're gonna go straight for that right now.
Dizem que tu sabia, né?
And I'm still excited about this. First day of E3. Here we go. Questions.
Nice watching the replays, are nice. Gashi, watch them.
Dizem que fica lisinho. Argamassa que
That was look at that. That was safe.
Yeah, he made a couple of good saves for me, didn't he?
So today we have different announcements. One of them was our mode. Our offline mode. Master League.
So you told me that I shouldn't speak about it too much today.
No. We don't want to go into it.
But you know it's my baby, our baby. Actually, our baby.
It's our baby.
We worked really hard on this mode,
Yes.
and we did promise everybody, especially with me going to Japan, we did say that it's going to be our focus to get the team to work on it, and we didn't do too much. I think the team wanted to work on it. They really wanted to improve Master League, and we talked about a 3-year plan, and just seeing this year too absolutely improve on an incredible scale, absolutely unbelievable scale. And maybe a lot of people saw the first one to be kind of smaller improvements, and maybe we're expecting more last year. But I think this year you can see that last year we made those fundamental changes, probably behind the scenes, which people couldn't see as much. But I think now you can see what we've done is crazy.
One of the things I want to get clear on this, because I know we had a trailer which shows Johan Cruyff, Maradona being part of those legends that you can use as a manager.
Yeah.
They do have a good question here from Faces by Laucha, and he's saying that are these managers that we're seeing on these trailers, are they going to be also available in exhibition?
Not right now, no.
Yeah, this one is just
for Master League, yeah. So those managers that you're seeing, obviously you got the legend managers. The legend managers, yeah. Right now there's no plans to. But I'll take that question back to the team in Japan, because I don't know if it's something that you could do if you could use them in other modes. I think that's what I'm trying to say, really. If it's in an exhibition, that's a different question. But in other modes, for example, I think everyone knows what I'm thinking here, to see if we've decided on that situation. So for right now, it's just Master League.
Sportnut 1908 was asking about the gameplay itself. He said the feedback is actually on responsiveness, and I think we've been showing that. But what is your thought about that? You were talking about the still being improved, even though for us right now it's very good.
Yeah.
Responsiveness, how you see that?
I think responsiveness is a really interesting topic right now, because I think there's situations where if the game is too responsive, you'll start to see the players move into angles too instantly, and it looks unrealistic. It's always been a very difficult conversation internally, because PES's DNA is to have that gameplay. I mentioned it to you before. Is to make sure that everything is super instinctive. And everything that happens is not because it's not like a fighting game where you're I'm gonna do a fireball and a dragon punch right now. This is like, oh, this guy's on this, so I'm gonna react super quickly and I'm gonna dodge past his challenge because I see it coming. And that's what PES has always been about. It's been about the game unfolding and you reacting to it. So one thing that we do want to keep it is responsive, but we're trying to obviously bring in player weight and inertia more and more in a realistic way without sacrificing the responsiveness. So I really want to make sure that we focus on that DNA. But one thing that the team wants us to do is to make sure that for 2020, when the player is interacting and shifting the ball, it's done in a realistic way. So if he's a right-footed player and he wants to go to the left and then he shifts to the right, it's not going to be instant. He's going to be moving maybe his right foot over the ball to shift it to the right, which this is not something super new and crazy different to what we used to do back in the day, so it's something that we're trying to bring in, but not sacrificing the responsiveness.
Totally understand.
But one thing I do want to say,
be unrealistic on them.
exactly. But one thing that I do want to say is the finesse dribble. Now I mentioned before that we're still working on it, and you can start to see the magic of it in this build. But I promise you this, it's completely advanced from the E3 build right now. It's so responsive, and just something that I was talking about when it comes to the fighting games. I was about the fireball. So let me put it this way: when you're in a fireball, down, quarter forward, punch. The fireball comes out on the punch, right? So that's the fourth action. But then you do the punch. So let's use that example. Last year, there was the double touch, which I was doing before, where you press up on the right stick and forward on the left stick, and then once you press the second motion, then the player would go into the first animation, the second animation. So it wasn't happening as you were pressing it. It was like you did a special move, and then he did the sides. So this year, you can morph into a double touch, or you can morph into a different kind of movement based on, if you press up on the right stick, your player moves in that instant up. So it's very different to the up forward as last year, whereas you start moving on the forward. It's all this is what we're trying to work on with the right stick. It's a very different way of thinking, and right now, that for us is the most important response in itself. If the player isn't in a position to actually flick the ball in the way that you want, he'll still do so instantly, maybe in a very reckless way and in a way that he will never keep possession after he's hit it, but he'll still do it, he'll still try it, and we're trying to keep that super responsive.
And that answers the question actually from this guy Adarsha, because he said it was so difficult to do skills in PES 2019. And one of the things is like he said that he couldn't dribble as fast as he wanted to. Because he has to use multiple things to get one move done. So I think with the right stick now, it's gonna free a lot of people and help a lot of people like me. They used to have a lot of hard time with trying to use a couple sticks to do it.
And I think when it
do one animation exactly.
Exactly. But I think one thing that I do want to sort of reinstate is the right stick is for you to try and navigate those really tight packed defenses between. Exactly. And I feel like that's where the right stick really comes into its own. The finesse dribble has been brought in for that, and who we've been working with, Iniesta, those kind of movements.
He knew a little bit about that.
He's not too bad at it. And I think what you see right now in the build here, by the time you do see the demo, you're going to see the right stick in a completely different form, because already I'm seeing it being so much more adaptive, so much more animation, so much more context, where you'll see our true vision. I'll even say Masuda-san, who's one of the gameplay producers, it's more his baby than anybody else. Obviously, everybody's working on this feature. Taya-san is sat right beside him and he's helping him. But whenever I've had conversations about the finesse dribble, even in its creation and the concept and actually putting it into the game, it was Masuda-san who sat me down and said, Adam, check this out. And he was showing me the stuff. And even before I came to E3, he sat me down and said, Adam, check this out. And he's got this special build that he's tweaking and making, what do you think of this, what do you think of this? And I'm seeing it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I think they're the kind of things where they can take advantage of. What I will say as well is watch out for Inspire. So this is a new thing which reinstates more of that PES feeling of individuality, which you already have, but it's that extra stamp where you've got these three different features. You've got the dribbling, Inspire, and then you've got low pass and high pass. So players like Rakitic and Arta for Barcelona, they have really high Aspire in low pass and high pass. What that means is as soon as the player gets the ball, players start moving. Not necessarily last man running. Sometimes it'll be someone cutting in or someone coming short. Players start moving around you.
And the part of believing that person can actually get a pass where I'm going to go run. I'm going to be ready for that guy.
Because that guy's got the ability to make the pass. He's got high stats in passing, so I know that if I'm going to make a run because I know he'll find me. And that's like I said, you've got low pass and high pass. I mean, Messi's one of the few players which has got high in all three areas. But the dribbling stat is key for Messi, because what you'll see, especially when you're against the AI, is when you've got a player who's got really high dribbling stats, your teammates will start to drag defenders away, leaving you in a one-on-one situation, because they're confident that you can beat a man one-on-one. You'll only have to beat one guy to get that space to get through on goal as well. So I will say that there's a lot of these features that have been brought into PES which keeps the game fresh and unique and different against different teams. But also, one of the most important things, especially talking about Master League, is when you sign a player, you see the impact on your team, and it's not just a stat. It's the influence they have on the team, and we do have little, traits. Like for example, if you think about what low pass and high pass gives you, it's playmaker style, and that is reinforced with this Aspire stat. Inspire stat. Sorry. So that's the kind of thing that again is that PES is known for. It really brings these things to the fore and really puts it in your face where you can see it clearly having an impact.
Yeah, it makes a difference. I mean, it's not just like you're trying to say, like Messi is not just gonna do exactly like what Messi does in terms of his own skills, but also it helps and the team adapts to that.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, if he's gonna be in a one-on-one situation, people will be like, open up because this guy can dribble around.
Exactly.
And also, if they have a position where he can pass, the guys will get open for a wide pass and stuff. Let's go one more game.
Onegaishimasu, which means please.
Let's go one more game. Since I'm here, I'm gonna show you guys something quick. I think we're still we have a nice,
I want to be bossy.
a nice giveaway. Yeah, we can just do it like that.
Que isso, Miguel?
Nice giveaway.
Oh, speaker.
Yeah, we have a cool speaker for you guys. Make sure you use our social channels to get this. We'll send you one. Had the nice Google PES 2020 logo. Guys, come on, you can listen to our whole playlist later on. I'm here just for you. Here at E3 2019. So please use our social channels, go official PES, and we'll be hearing from you. See what we can do. Now we go back to the gameplay. So we have changed a little bit. We have Adam playing with Barcelona at home.
I'm gonna hurt you with Messi,
And
honestly.
I'm with the red control.
Gonna hurt him.
I'm gonna play with the legends. And I'm gonna wait right for the moment where the guys on the streaming, hopefully they can hear me. And we can switch to the gameplay.
Sumimasen. Onegaishimasu.
And then we can go right to this. Again, I know you guys are talking about right now live to see what's happening. Make sure you send us your messages. Make sure you're using our hashtag best gameplay for today. Also, make sure you are participating to get a nice speaker that we have here at E3 this year. And we're ready to go. Whenever the live stream can go, we can switch to the gameplay, please. And go ahead. I'm trying to fix my hair quick, but hopefully I'll go away from the camera.
You could be talking about my hair. Like it.
Yeah, say hi to everyone in the community too. People from PES Universe were around here. We saw Barry talking here.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was talking to you about that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we were having a good conversation. He hadn't played the game by the time I spoke to him. He was still
We
waiting
had
to
to
play
hear
it.
from him after.
Yeah, it's fair. Hopefully he liked it, but I think we spoke about the key features and stuff, and I'm hoping he saw it. You want to call up a question while I?
Yes, I'll pull up a question.
Shall I give a shout to the tech
Can you
team?
guys hear us in the streaming, please? Anyone can go for the... We're gonna see Adam standing up for a little bit. I don't think the people in the streaming can see us in the stream room. The idea is to go
Asking for
back to the
gameplay.
full gameplay so we can go and see. Yes, we do have 4 questions.
Yes, gameplay.
And we'll get back to that. No.
Good timing.
Yeah, we get back to that because a lot of the questions were in terms of the Master League, so we're gonna talk about that in more details tomorrow.
I'm watching on the live stream. That's how bad you are. I don't have to focus on the main screen. That was nice. Oh, Messi. He feels so good. Referee. Okay. Oh, is that how it is? Is that how it is?
No calls on Iniesta.
Look at his
Can we
God.
do that again? Can we replay that? That was amazing.
That was really bad timing, by the way. And I kept
Went for my body.
I kept held of R1 afterwards. Kept running. Oh, I see. That's why I was so good, because you had all these players.
Oh, I got those 3 seconds of Batistuta. Come on. The man of E3.
He's sailing into the man of E3. What a goal. That was annoying. I love that. That was such a good strike. Then Ronaldinho 2019, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
There's a Nike tick headband. Well, yeah, this is beautiful. Nice animation of the goalkeeper as well. You see him reach out for
Fighting
it.
right there. Hey. Great football.
Where are you?
He has a canyon on his leg, man. What? He's a bazooka. What's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
I like the way that it fell back.
you were trying to foul me here.
No, I was trying to block you.
Here we go, 1-0. I think these are the legends, right?
Yeah, that's why. I messed that up, didn't I? It is hard to control them, actually. To contain them, sorry. If I can keep on the wing.
Tinha muita criança para comer. As professoras vai tudo em cima também.
The rackets got nice. Oh no, see that shot there, it was really bad because the ball wasn't at a good high. It was obviously his right foot. He
Era só na sala de
tried to use his right foot. So.
Só na sala de vocês que tinha bom?
Sì, Colin.
Ah, por isso, né?
And yeah, I think the passing is much more available with Barca. The players coming short. A lot more space that you give me as well.
You have the tiki-taka, the events, tragedy, so...
What a goal. That is a ridiculously good goal. Team goal.
Team, exactly what...
Oh, I love it.
Uh-oh.
We've just been told to wrap up.
Yeah,
We're having too much fun.
You guys need to get back to work, that's what I'm saying. Right?
Okay. 5 minutes. So let's do 5 minutes of questions, maybe.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some questions done. Let's give that. We're gonna give this away too. At one point, we'll do the giveaway on the social channel. We don't because I know you guys want to hear more answers from Adam. For example, if we were talking about the AI the whole year, they would like to see at one point through the 3-day streaming if the AI start shooting from far away or taking just different ways to attack.
Yeah, understood. I don't think we can do it on this build, can we? So, yeah, we'll definitely show that. I think this is a little bit early, but you'll see different styles here. If you're playing Superstar, a lot of people are talking about getting rid of the cheating AI, as I like to say. So that's something that we worked on, especially with the stats and the realism of the players. No matter which difficulty level, there's an element of realism where a certain player from a lower level team doesn't, suddenly become a 100 rated, if you know what I mean, and play out of his skin in a very realistic way.
We have a lot of stuff in there. A lot of people want to know about the modes. I'm trying to find more about gameplay. Like I said, the AI we're talking about. Talking about Master League. We can actually create managers at Master League. That's one of the things. Player movements is easy, of course it's these player movements.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my Twitter account because you're rubbish at this.
Let's get Adam's gonna start pulling from his Twitter account.
It's back.
And thanks again for
Are there any leagues to announce alongside partner clubs? Let's talk about that tomorrow. I think when we talk about Master League a little bit more.
We have a lot more details about Master League. We're gonna have a lot of
edit mode.
Edit mode?
I want to post the kit template.
Do that.
I can do it now or whenever you want. I've got the kit template on my phone.
There we go.
But it's not changed. So
are you sure? Because everybody's saying it looks different already.
The textures have changed when you import the kit into the game. But in terms of the 2048 by 2048 and the way that is cut up inside that square is exactly the same.
Okay, let's continue.
I'm just posting it now.
So, right now, guys on Twitter, at Adam Bati, you're gonna get, right now, for everybody that likes to edit their own kit, here we go. This is the template of eFootball PES 2020. I'm gonna go live right now. So, make sure you guys retweet. There's some love, especially because there's a lot of people in the community that like to create very good looking kit. Even for my club, I like you guys' kits. The guys from PES Universe are amazing, but there's a lot of other people that like to edit. Tenemos PES in Argentina, South America, PES Nos Une, all those guys that like to. It's a lot of you guys in Costa Rica. Well, if we start naming all the countries that play PES. But really, we thank you for all the support.
Absolutely. I've just posted the kit template, everybody. So you'll see it's very similar, but that's the 2020 kit as well. So that's really nice. And I saw a tweet from Asim as well, who obviously left us recently. And I just want to say a big thanks to Asim for all the community work over the past few years and all his help. And that certainly played a big part in a lot of the improvements, including Master League. You know, it's the first E3 for many years that he's not here. We always do that photo.
Yeah, we always do that, yeah.
So,
we're gonna miss that photo.
But the fans, I know the fans appreciate what you've done for them and the team in Japan, obviously.
Especially now that they start seeing the changes into the game. So that's
a big shout out.
Yeah, thanks Asim for everything. Let's wrap it up. Tomorrow we'll be back.
We're going to do the same thing every day. I'll check my Twitter. I'll look at the most asked questions. Obviously, I get a ton. Obviously, Robbie will do the same. We'll play some more matches. Let us know what you want us to play.
Yeah, what exactly you want to see. As today was kind of delayed the whole thing. Really sorry one more time. Tomorrow we'll be back with more information, more details. We got the man right here next to us, all the way from Japan. So we're gonna use it. We're gonna keep it right here and get all the details just for you guys. So thanks again. Please check out Official PES because we're gonna give away this nice speaker, all branded with the eFootball PES 2020. So just for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned on our channels because well, you guys will get this one. So have a good one.
Thank you.
Playing is believing.
It's